world is Domenic Filane in 1969, this exceptional athlete entered the boxing ring in the hearts of his many fans as Domenic Hollywood Filane. Getting involved with the Scriber Boxing Club when it opened in 1983, he would often find it difficult to find opponents in his weight class at just 70 pounds, so the Mighty Mite class was created for him and fellow Thunder Bay boxer Trevor Phillips. In just 1 year's time, he had earned the club's Boxer of the Year honors, having displayed such talents as knocking out an opponent from Timmins in the first 10 seconds of the first round. With sheer determination and a drive to succeed, Domenic found himself on the provincial and national stage. Competing in the 80 to 85 pound junior light flyweight class, he claimed silver medals at the 1985 Ontario Development Tournament and Ontario Championships, earning a spot on the Ontario team. Competing as part of the Ontario team, he fought at his very first Canadian Championships in 1985, putting in an impressive bronze medal performance. Taking some time off, he picked up the gloves again in 1988 and never looked back. By 1989, he had made it onto the national team and earned the right to represent his country in international competitions. With a bronze medal performance at the Canada Cup International Boxing Tournament, he set his sights on the 1990 Commonwealth Games in Auckland, New Zealand. With the support of his hometown behind him and fellow Northwestern Ontario boxer Vern Linklater cheering him on, Domenic emerged from his first major international competition with a Commonwealth Games bronze medal. By the time the 1992 Olympics came around, Domenic had already established himself as the best light flyweight boxer in the nation, having a lock on the Canadian title for 3 years in a row. In fact, he would not give up that national crown for a long time to come, retaining it for a record-setting 10 consecutive years. Undergoing intensive training and preparation for one of the biggest fights of his life, he made his way to Barcelona with members of the Canadian Olympic team, including some other athletes from Northwestern Ontario. Although losing in his first and only bout at those games to a boxer from Japan, Domenic returned home to a hero's welcome as Scriber's first and only Olympian. Representing Canada with distinction at bouts around the world for more than a decade, he competed in World Championships, attended both the 1995 and 1999 Pan Am Games, and claimed another Commonwealth Games medal in Victoria in 1994. Also included in his medal collection are medals from USA National and Detroit Golden Gloves Championships, the 1996 Multi-Nations Championships in Liverpool, and the 1997 Francophone Games in Madagascar. Crowned the 1996 Sweden Box Open International Champion, he also earned gold medals for Canada in dual meets against teams from the USA, Italy, and Ireland. With a first-place finish at the 1996 Olympic Trials, Domenic reached another personal goal, becoming a two-time Olympian and marching into the Olympic Stadium for Canada at the 1996 Games in Atlanta. Attending his third Commonwealth Games in Kuala Lumpur in 1998, he had the added pleasure of introducing himself to a new fan. Actually, on more than one occasion, Domenic took the opportunity to meet some very famous people at competitions and events around the world, often with that trademark closed fist symbolizing the sport that he loves so much. Hanging up his gloves in 2001, Domenic continued his involvement in athletics with his line of Hollywood Filane sportswear and passed on his knowledge to the next generation of boxing stars at his boxing gym. Throughout his competitive career, Domenic was always a great ambassador for his hometown. As evidenced by the sign that greets visitors to the town of Scriber, they are just as proud of him. From sparring with his brother in his backyard to competing against the best boxers in the world, Domenic Hollywood Filane has truly left his mark on the sport of boxing in Canada.